Hello, everybody. Welcome to your Yin Yoga class this evening. We're getting a little bit darker in here at the moment, so if anyone has any problems with the screen, with the sound, please flick me a message if you're doing this live on the live chat at the side. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Shanice. Welcome to Shanice's Yoga at Pure Bliss Wellness and our beautiful Yin class this evening. For those of you that haven't done Yin before, Yin is a very beautiful, relaxing class. Helps you to just get focused in on that mindful breathing while also getting to gently stretch the muscle or the surroundings of the muscle in very different ways. So nothing should be too strenuous. It is a very relaxing class. If anything doesn't feel right for you, though, please take your time, modify it for yourself, use props and things around you to make it easier for yourself if you need to. Now, normally when I do this class in person, we use yoga blocks. Now, I understand obviously everyone doesn't have those at home. If you do, please by all means use those. Otherwise, things that you can use in replacement of those, most easiest is a bath towel. Nice big towel that in a moment we are going to be able to either fold or we can roll up into a bit of a log or a bolster to help us use through our poses as well. So if you're able to take a moment just to go and grab those if you haven't already, that would be great. And also some music for yourself if you would like. I normally play beautiful, relaxing music during a Yin class, which unfortunately we are unable to do today with being here on a YouTube video. So please, by all means, follow me on Spotify at Pure Bliss Wellness. I have a few lovely playlists on there that you are able to use for your relaxing music, particularly the spa treatment one that I have. So by all means, have a look, take a few minutes. We're not going to start for another couple of minutes yet, just so that everyone can take some time to get those things ready. Please make sure your room is warm. As you can see, I'm in my jacket here as well, so it just keeps you nice and warm as we won't be doing much moving through this class. So have a heater, have a jumper, have a blanket, something nearby as well. A couple of housekeeping things from my side. I would really appreciate if everyone would be able to give this video a like or the little thumbs up to help spread this video around a little bit more. And also, if you haven't already, clicking on the subscribe button, which is a big red button somewhere near this video, helps you to access the videos a lot easier and also helps support my business and show it to a few more people. Now, obviously, all these classes are free and accessible for everybody. However, if you would like to make a voluntary donation, of which I would really, really appreciate, there will be a link or information on those bank account details that will be put up underneath this video shortly. I haven't done it at the moment, so I will put it up when the video is uploaded after class. So please feel free to have a look and recheck that. You are obviously under no obligation to do so. We love that we are able to give this to you all for free and give you something to help through lockdown, especially if you're in Auckland at the moment. However, if you do want to make a voluntary one, like I said, we will be very, very thankful. All right, we're going to get started in a couple of moments' time. So please making sure if you're joining us that you have a towel or a yoga block with you. And by towel, I mean a big bath towel and some water nearby as well would be great. So we're going to see how this goes, going through a video call here instead. If anyone has any comments as we go, by all means, please put them in the live chat or email me later on and I will see that after class. So if you don't have a yoga mat, just making some space around you that you're not going to hit if you put your arms out to the sides. And let's get everybody gently onto their back in your space for me. I'm going to move over to my spot as well. All right, keeping your blocks and your towel nearby, I'm going to have both here so I can show you both variations. You are also welcome to use socks just to keep you warm. But when you're ready, let's get everyone gently lying down onto their back. Legs straight out ahead of them, letting your feet relax to the side. Arms alongside you on your mat as well, palms face up. Keeping your shoulders away from your ears and just gently closing your eyes. And get you all to stay here. And just take a few nice big breaths first of all. So breathing in, feeling your belly rise. And then breathing out, feeling your belly fall. Again, breathing in, feeling your belly rise. And breathing out, feeling your belly fall. At the start of a yin class, it's lovely to start almost with a savasana. A couple of minutes for you to just be, for you to just stop and slow down. So for these first few minutes, I'd like you to just become aware of what's happening for you right now. Becoming aware of the floor beneath you, the feel of your body against it, feeling safe and supported, allowing your body to melt gently into the ground with every breath. Listening to the sounds around you, and trying to keep yourself slightly distanced from everything and allowing yourself to just sit in your space right now. If a thought comes in, allow it to go out again as if it's floating on a leaf downstream, floating on a cloud in the sky. Trying not to attach, just letting everything happen and pass around you, keeping in your peaceful and still bubble. It is of course natural that our mind will try to wander away a bit further than this. It will try to get attached, it will try to start up. That's perfectly okay. Be kind to yourself and just gently bring it back into that peaceful bubble, if only for a second. Becoming aware of the breath again, breathing in and slowly breathing out. And keeping your eyes closed, becoming aware of your breath and seeing if without my instruction whether your breath stays deep in your belly or whether it becomes shallow in your chest. Many of us live very busy, stressful lives, and as a result our breath often sits shallow in our chest. It's only a third of what we're able to breathe, so really trying now for these next few breaths, allow yourself that full, beautiful breath. Feeling your belly rise with your inhale. Hold the breath slightly at the top, then through an open mouth, exhale, letting go. Breathing in, feeling the belly rise, hold, and then breathing out, letting go. Continuing your own time, your own breath, for a couple more moments. And slowly taking a nice big deep breath in. And a nice long slow breath out, keeping your eyes closed. Maybe bringing your awareness back up to the surface, slowly moving your fingers and your toes. Your wrists and your ankles. Your elbows and your knees. Gently turning your head from side to side. And stretching your arms up overhead, pointing through your toes. Take a nice big breath in. And then relaxing here for your breath out. Taking a moment to become aware of your heart center now. Your chest nice and open with your arms above your head. And then you're going to take an inhale to point through the toes and stretch through the fingers again. And then you're going to exhale to walk our hands and our feet over to the left hand side, coming into a half moon shape or a banana shape, bringing the body as far over as you would like, keeping both shoulders on the ground, back on the floor. If you'd like a bit more of a stretch, you can cross your right ankle over your left and gently looking to your right. So staying on the floor, how the body should look on the floor if it feels a bit confusing is gently bend over this way with your legs out straight. And gently relaxing in this pose. And taking your awareness into your right hand ribs. Feeling your breath with every inhale and every exhale and what it does to the body and how it changes it in every moment. Allow yourself to become curious, allow yourself to explore. In our yin practice, we often hold our poses for a couple of minutes at a time. It allows a particular structure around the muscle to relax and stretch. And therefore you may find that as the minutes go by that the stretch starts to feel a little bit different. So if you need to, you're welcome to deepen the pose more by walking your hands and feet further over, or you can modify it however you need. And keeping your eyes closed. And trying to keep your mind as present as you can. If you find that it starts to wander away, gently bring it back. And explore this moment right now. Try not to get frustrated, try not to get annoyed. And just allow yourself to be, remembering that here in this moment, there is absolutely nothing to worry about, nothing to stress about. We're just lying on our mats or on our floor, breathing. So you're taking a nice big deep breath in and a nice long slow breath out. And your next inhale, gently uncrossing your ankles and walking your feet and your arms back into the center. And if you would like to, letting your arms come alongside you on your mat for a moment to change the position of your shoulders. Take a moment to see how one side of the body feels compared to the other. And then you're going to gently even it out. So taking an inhale, walk those arms back up above your head. And then exhale, walking them over to the opposite side. So taking hands and feet to the right. As far as it feels comfortable, you may find one side feels different to the other. And if you need that extra stretch, left ankle on top of right and gaze to the left. Keeping both shoulders on the floor, your back as if it's on the floor. It may not be flat completely, but really trying to keep it down. And now becoming aware of the left-hand side of your body with every breath. Feel that beautiful stretch of the muscle. Letting your rib cage relax, allowing you to get even more breath. Allowing the rise and fall of your belly. Feeling free to let those exhales go through an open mouth if you'd like. If you find that your mind starts to wander away again, gently bring it back and ground yourself into something that's happening right now. Taking a nice slow, big breath in. A nice long, slow breath out. On your next inhale, gently uncrossing your ankles, walking your arms and legs back into the center, and holding for your exhale. And if you'd like to, bringing your arms alongside you on your mat, palms face up. Holding where you are. And we'll get everybody bringing their arms alongside them on their mat now. And just taking a nice big breath, letting your belly rise and letting it fall. We're then going to come into our first move with using a prop of some kind. If you have a yoga block, perfect. You don't need to do too much other than grabbing your block. Otherwise, if you have a towel, I'd like you to fold it so that it makes a relatively good height as if you were using a block. Now, if you need more stretch later on, you're welcome to use a pillow or another towel on top of this, as obviously a towel is going to relax a little bit more than a block. So doing that however you need to, we're going to come into our first pose, still lying on our back. Bending our knees so our feet are about hip width apart, grabbing onto your towel. We're then going to take an inhale to lift our pelvis off of the floor and pop your towel or block underneath your pelvis, right onto your sacrum on the bony part of your pelvis, not up in your lower back, right on the bony bit. Keeping yourself here and either allowing your arms to come alongside you on your mat, palms face up, or out in a T shape. I can't do the other arm, sorry. In a T shape, palms face up. Holding here, if you have a block instead, you are welcome to use this in the same way, placing it underneath your pelvis. You have a bit of an easier option here with making more of a stretch by changing the height of the block. Really making sure, whether you're using block or towel, that the block and towel is sitting right in the bone, not up in the lower back. And allowing yourself to relax here, modify it for yourself as you need. For a lot of you, this will be your first yin class while at home, so you may find that this one becomes a bit of a trial run for what props you can use around you. But when you found your comfortable spot, allowing your eyes to close. You go through a couple of different variations while you're here in this pose, so just allowing yourself to remain here first. Feeling the belly rise on an inhale. Feeling it fall on an exhale. And keeping your eyes closed, taking your awareness down to your pelvis where the towel or block is positioned. In yoga, we recognize that a particular chakra or energy point sits in this part of the pelvis. This energy point looks after your pleasures, your joys, and your happiness. So in this pose, our aim is to help not only stretch the muscles, but to open and balance this particular chakra as well. Now, if this way of thinking is a little bit too much for you, that's perfectly fine. Just keep working with your breath. Otherwise, allowing pictures to start going through your mind of things in your life that bring you joy. Things that bring you happiness, that pure happiness. Again, trying not to necessarily attach to any of those thoughts, trying not to think about them, but rather letting yourself feel them. Allow that joy, allow that happiness to fill you. Even allow yourself to smile as you think back of the joyful things that have happened in your day, that have happened in your week, that have happened in your life. And for these next few moments, just allow yourself to feel those and to just be. Taking a nice slow, big breath in, and a nice long, slow breath out. If you wish to deepen your pose, you're welcome to straighten your legs, or changing the height of the block or towel beneath you by adding a pillow, adding a towel, or changing the height of your block. Remaining here for a few minutes this time. Remember, if this starts to feel uncomfortable for you, or you just prefer the other pose, you're welcome to bend your knees again. Just listening to what your body's after. And now while you're here in this pose, while we're still working with that beautiful chakra in the pelvis, I'm going to ask you a question which I know right now may be a little bit skewed with lockdown and COVID, but I'm thinking a little bit bigger than that. My question to you is that if there were no obstacles, nothing holding you back, what is it that you would be doing with your life that would bring you the most joy? If there were no obstacles, if there was nothing holding you back, what would you be doing with your life that would bring you the most joy? And trying to think bigger than what is happening right now. If you realize that how you are normally living your life is bringing you the most joy, then that's absolutely amazing, and well done you for bringing that for yourself. If you start to notice that you're picturing quite a different life to what you are normally living, then that's okay. Be very kind to yourself. No need to judge or get frustrated or anxious. This is just a moment to open the chakra of joy and seeing what is the result of it. Even if it's just starting to notice that there are little aspects of your life that you can change or alter, or things that you can add to bring yourself more joy. A walk on the beach, a phone call with a favorite person, more music, more times in nature, without attaching to anything, without thinking. Allow yourself to observe for a few moments and see what comes up for you. Taking a nice slow, big breath in and a long, slow breath out. I'm going to gently bend our knees, taking our feet hip width apart, knees bent for a moment. And then going to take our feet together, letting one knee drop out to each side. The soles of your feet come together. You're welcome to keep your arms where they are or taking them up above your head, relaxing your shoulders away from your ears. And allowing your heart center to open as well. And here this time, just trying to keep your mind present and quiet. I know this will be very hard for a lot of us, so be kind. And see if for a few breaths you can just focus on the rise and fall of your belly. And taking one more nice big deep breath in, feel the belly rise. And through an open mouth, exhale, letting go. Then going to inhale to bring our knees back together, taking our feet flat to the floor, hip width apart, and arms come along on your mat, palms face up. Now engaging through your core, being gentle to protect your lower back, we're going to push through our feet, lift our pelvis off of a block or towel, remove it to one side, and then slowly lower your spine back down, hugging your knees into your chest and gently rocking from side to side. And we're going to hug our right knee into our chest and straighten your left leg down to the ground. Now the block that you had before, if you would like to, you're welcome to bring this along the left-hand side of your body around about hip height. Otherwise you may find that you don't need it. So we're going to take an inhale to hug that right knee in a bit closer. And then exhale to send it over to the left-hand side of your body, either onto the block or towel or all the way to the floor if you can. Taking your arms out in a T shape again and letting your gaze go to the right. Modifying this for yourself so that you're feeling a nice gentle twist through the spine and a nice gentle stretch. This shouldn't be too deep. And if you'd like a slight variation, you're welcome to bend your left knee and hold your left foot with your right hand, keeping your gaze to the right. And again, allowing your eyes to close, taking your awareness to your spine, and imagining it like a tea towel, rinsing out any tension or stresses that you have, anything the body no longer needs. Holding where you are, taking nice big breaths. Taking one more nice big breath in, and a long, slow breath out. Ready? In your next inhale, bringing both knees back into the center, hugging them into your chest and rocking side to side for your exhale. Then you're going to hug the left knee into the chest, straighten the right leg down to the floor. And if you found that you used your towel or your block, you're welcome to move it over to the opposite side. Taking an inhale, hug that left knee in a bit closer. And exhale to take it all the way over to the right hand side. Arms out in a T shape and gaze to the left. Allowing your eyes to close. And if you'd like that variation, bending your right knee, holding your right foot with your left hand, keeping your gaze to the left. Seeing how the spine feels on this side. Noticing that one side may feel different to the other, and that's perfectly okay and perfectly normal. If you find you need to take bigger breaths, if you need to let go that little bit more, then let yourself do so. If you find your mind starts to wander off, gently bring it back to the breath. Ground yourself in what's happening right now. And taking one more breath in and one more breath out. When you're ready, gently bringing both knees back into the center, hugging them into your chest and rocking side to side for your exhale. And taking an inhale to hug your head up to your knees, hugging everything in. And exhale your head back down, stretch your arms up overhead and straighten your legs down to the ground. Taking an inhale to point through your toes, stretch through your fingers. And exhale, relaxing here for a moment. Holding where you are. When you're ready, gently turning onto your right hand side. Keeping your eyes closed and just let your body register its change in movement. And when you're ready, slowly sitting up, facing towards the front, hands into prayer at heart center, and keeping your eyes closed. See if you can feel your heartbeat underneath your thumbs. And take a nice big breath in your own time. On your next inhale, slowly sweeping your arms out to the side, reaching out and then reaching up. Exhale, hands into prayer, heart center. Inhale, this time take the arms back, pushing your chest forward, lift your gaze up. Exhale, round, give yourself a big hug, pushing back through your shoulder blades. Then bringing the spine up, take an inhale to sweep the arms all the way up. Exhale, left hand beside you and gently bending into the left hand side. If you'd like to, looking up to the ceiling for a bit more of a stretch. Inhale, gently coming up, both arms reach up. And exhale to the opposite side. Inhale, gently coming up. Exhale, turning to your left, right hand to left knee, left hand behind you. Inhale, gently coming up. Exhale to the opposite side. Inhale, coming up, either holding here or exhale to gently bend back, open the arms. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, hands in front of you, gently bending forward. Let your head relax and take another big breath. I'm going to inhale to slowly roll up, sweep your arms all the way up. And exhale, hands into prayer, heart center. You're welcome to stay here. Otherwise, grabbing yourself a drink of water, take a moment. If you need to flick through any comments to me, please do. Otherwise, just staying here with your eyes closed, connecting into your breath. Allow yourself a couple of seconds quiet. Good. We're then going to gently come forward onto your hands and knees, wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. We're then going to take an inhale to lift your gaze forward, drop your chest, and lift your sitting bones up. Exhale to round, tucking your tailbone under, lifting up through your shoulder blades. Inhale, looking forward. Exhale to round. One more time, inhale nice and slow. And exhale. Coming back to neutral. We're then going to take our knees as wide as the mat, toes together, sinking down into your child's pose. Letting your forehead relax against the floor. Letting your arms stretch nice and far forward, but keeping your shoulders away from your ears. Alright, if you'd like to add a bit of a twist into your child's pose, we're going to lift the body up, thread the left arm underneath the right, take your head and shoulder down and look at your left hand. If you'd like a little bit more, we take the right hand either to the lower back or up to the ceiling, trying to open the chest and twisting as much or as little as you feel you need. Taking a nice big inhale. Exhale your hand back down. Gently lift your body up and take both hands back out again. And coming to the opposite side, lifting your body up, thread the right arm underneath your left. Head and shoulder comes down, looking at your right hand. Either holding here or taking your left hand to your lower back or up to the ceiling. Taking a nice big inhale. And exhale your hand back down, lifting the body up, taking both hands out to your child's pose. And holding for a nice big breath. Alright, on your next inhale, gently pushing up into your tabletop, bringing knees underneath hips and wrists underneath your shoulders. We're going to come into what's called our puppy pose now to help open the shoulders and relax the lower back a little bit more. If you have a yoga block, you can do a little bit deeper in this pose with that. You are also welcome to use books, containers, your wall, your chair, anything else if you feel you can get into this a bit deeper, but the floor does perfectly fine on its own. So we want to keep our knees directly underneath our hips, so not letting it go back or come forward, keeping them stacked. And then going to walk our hands nice and far forward, taking a nice big breath in. And as we breathe out, letting our chest sink down towards the floor and letting your forehead come down. Now we want to try to keep our arms straight and off the floor. So if you need a bit more height, come to your fingertips. This will give you a bit more stretch. If your forehead is on the floor and you're still feeling a stretch, then that's perfectly fine. If you're not feeling a stretch or you'd like a bit more, look forward and imagine dropping your chest that little bit more. You're welcome to come back to your hands if you feel your wrists are getting too tired. And if your forearms end up on the floor but you're still getting a stretch, that's okay. We're going to hold here for a couple of breaths. If you need to come out of this sooner than I instruct, you're welcome to. Otherwise, taking your awareness to your heart center, to the middle of your chest. A couple more big breaths here. And slowly taking a nice big inhale. We're going to exhale to rock our pelvis back down towards our heels, letting your forehead go to the floor, and then taking your arms back alongside you, palms face up. Holding here for a couple of breaths, just letting those shoulders relax. If you'd like to stretch out your shoulders a bit more, interlace your hands behind your back, hands up to the ceiling, gently rocking side to side. And then take the hands down next to our chest and gently pushing ourselves back up. And we're coming back into our tabletop. And then walking the hands further forward, we're slowly going to lower ourselves down to the floor, taking your arms out in a T shape and your gaze to whichever side feels more comfortable, relaxing your head down. If you'd like to, you're welcome to move your pelvis from side to side here, just to get it used to being in a slightly different position. And then just bringing it still, letting your head relax and becoming aware of the floor beneath your cheek. Letting your eyes close, holding here. And gently turning your head to the opposite side. Gently bringing your head back into the middle, bringing your hands in towards your chest, and gently pushing yourself up so that you're now sitting on your forearms, lying on your stomach still. Now that we have a bit of an arch in the back, you're welcome to move your pelvis a bit more side to side if you need. We're going to do a little bit of an opener for the chest and back here. Now please take this gently. If anybody has any lower back injuries, I really suggest that you take this very gently and modify it for yourself if you need to. You are welcome to just stay here and let your head relax, or you can gently look up or straight forward, and that can be your back stretch. That's perfectly fine. Otherwise, we're going to, in a moment, I'm going to show you first. We're going to breathe in to push through our hands, straighten through our arms, and lift our gaze forward. Then going to breathe out to let our body come all the way down to the floor and relax your head down. Okay, we're going to do that a couple of times with our breath. The further away your hands are from your body, the easier it is, and the closer they are, the harder it is. When you're ready, we're going to breathe in, push through the hands, looking forward. Breathing out, coming all the way down, relaxing your head at the bottom. And again, breathing in, straightening the arms. Breathing out, coming all the way down. You should not be feeling a pinch in your back. A stretch is all. And again, breathing in. Breathing out. If you'd like to make it harder or bring your hands in closer or easier, take them further away. Breathing in. Breathing out. I'm going to leave you to do this in your own time, changing the easiness or hardness as much as you would like. And if you feel that you need to, remember you can just come back to your forearms or you can relax with your body on the floor. Allowing your eyes to close, just leaving you for a few breaths. Okay, taking one more breath. And then relaxing all the way down to the floor, arms out in a T shape, and your gaze to whichever side you prefer. Keeping your eyes closed, connecting back to the breath. Gently turning your head to the opposite side. And then And bringing your head back into the center, bringing your arms in towards your chest or hands to the floor. Now in a moment, because we've opened up the back, we really have to protect it when we come up. I'd like you to engage your core and with a flat back, pushing back and up, and then all the way back into your child's pose, taking the knees wide, toes together, and just gently letting your spine reverse. Modify it for yourself if you need to. And taking a couple more nice big breaths. You're welcome to stay here. Otherwise, bringing yourself up slowly. Take a drink of water. Take a moment. And to pick. Very good. And on your next inhale, walking your hands in towards your body so you're sitting up on your heels. We exhale to swing our legs around, coming forward to the front of your mat. If you haven't already and would like to, feel free to take a drink of water. We're going to come into our last pose now. Our class has gone very quickly today. I'm doing a bit of a chest opener. Now, if you have your block, you're welcome to use this. Otherwise, with your towel, instead of having it folded, we're going to roll it up. So trying to keep it relatively small, as in lengthwise, small so that we're not out here, but having it as puffed as you would like. So you're welcome to wrap a towel or two together and coming to roughly the same size as a block here, as you can see. Now you may also want to grab yourself a pillow to support your head while you're in this one. What we're going to be doing is placing our block or towel in between our shoulder blades here. So not down in the back, not up in the neck, right between the shoulder blades. Then going to gently lie down onto your back, keeping your knees bent first, and take a moment to position that towel or block right along your spine, going up and down. You should feel that your chest opens. If you are on a block, you obviously have a bit more height, so you're welcome to use another block or pillow underneath your head to help support you if you need to. Otherwise, letting your head relax against the floor and your arms come alongside you on your mat, palms face up, or out in a T shape, palms face up. Again, both arms can't quite reach with mine. And then just allowing the eyes to close and relaxing here. And the body absolutely loves this one, as a lot of us are often huddled over a desk or leaning over our phones, or even bending forward working with children, with our families. So it's really nice to just give our bodies a moment to reverse and open through the chest and open through the heart. As we did with the pelvis, working with a particular chakra or energy point there, we're doing the same here in the chest. Working with that beautiful chakra that encompasses our heart and works with those energies of love, harmony, compassion, and peace. So for these few breaths, allowing that heart center to open, to balance, and letting pictures come through your mind of things in your life that you love. They could be hobbies, they could be places, they could be pets, they could be family members. Anything in your life that brings you love, that allows you to be your true self, and allowing those feelings to fill you up. You find that your mind starts to get attached or starts to think, take a nice big breath, bring it back to this moment, and ground yourself again. If you wish to deepen this pose for yourself, you're welcome to straighten your legs or change the height of your block, or if you're using a pillow, remove it from underneath you. See what you prefer and then modify it for yourself. And for these next few breaths, now that we've opened the heart, now that we've filled ourselves with that beautiful feeling of love and peace, I'd like you to turn that towards yourself, showing yourself love, peace, kindness, for all of your perfections, for all of your imperfections, embracing yourself for exactly who you are right at this moment. Knowing that you are more than enough exactly the way that you are, that you are beautifully unique exactly the way that you are, and you do not need to change for anyone. Any changes, any additions you make to yourself should be purely for you and of your own choice. Showing yourself that love, allowing yourself to feel loved, and giving yourself that beautiful power of loving yourself. Taking a couple more breaths. Taking a nice slow big breath in and a long slow breath out. You're welcome to stay where you are for the moment while I explain where we're going from here. In a moment we're going to be coming into our Savasana, which is a couple of minutes for you to just lie down, breathing and soaking up your practice. You are welcome to stay in this pose that you are in now if you wish to. Otherwise, I'm going to guide you out of it and into your regular Savasana. Now, I will be leaving you in your Savasana and allowing you to come out of it in your own time this evening. So if you're going to stay on your blocks, when you are ready, you're going to gently bend your knees and slowly roll to one side or come up to your forearms to remove the block. Trying to take care of yourself, be safe. So for those that would like to be guided into their Savasana, if you haven't started moving already, you're welcome to bend your knees, take your feet flat to the floor, hip width apart. And then you're going to remove the block or towel from underneath this. So you're welcome to roll or come up onto your forearms, remove it, slowly roll your spine back down and hug your knees into your chest, rocking side to side. And taking an inhale, hug your head up to your knees and then pushing your knees away so that you round through the back more. And then we exhale to bring your head back down. Taking an inhale, stretch your arms up overhead, straighten your legs down to the floor. Point through your toes, stretch through your fingers. And then exhale, allow your arms to come alongside you on your mat, palms face up. Relaxing here for your Savasana. Now, if you wish to, you're welcome to use the blocks or towels and return yourself to any of the poses that we've already done this evening or to any others that you may know. Otherwise, lying here on your back, taking a nice big breath in, feeling the belly rise, and through an open mouth, exhale, letting go. Breathing in. Breathing out. And one more, breathing in. Letting go. My mantra to you all today, taking a nice full deep breath in, silently repeating to yourself on your exhale. I am strong. I am powerful. I am beautiful. And I am more than enough. If you'd like to quietly repeat out loud with me this time, you're welcome to. Taking a nice full deep breath in, repeating on your exhale. I am strong. I am powerful. I am beautiful. And I am more than enough. The light within me sees the light within you as the same as the light within me. Namaste. Thank you very much, everybody. When you are ready in your own time, you gently roll to our right hand side, take a breath, then sit up, take a breath, and continue with your day. Please allow yourself this time, and thank you for joining me today.